Today we are going to learn about composing shapes. Remember last week when you learned about two-dimensional shapes? What did you learn about two-dimensional shapes? Do you remember that they have height and width, but they don't have depth? Do you also remember that they are flat shapes? All right, let's look at naming our shapes again. This is that's right, a rectangle. How about this shape? Yep, that's a trapezoid. This one? Yes, a circle. How about here? If you said triangle, you're right. And this one? Yep, that's a pentagon. And this last one here? Great work. That's a rhombus. Nice job naming all of the two-dimensional shapes. So today, we're going to use those two-dimensional shapes in order to be able to make a different shape. So your objective is I can put two-dimensional shapes together to make a different two-dimensional shape. I will cut out the shapes, move them around until I make the hexagon, then paste. When you put together two-dimensional shapes to make a new two-dimensional shape, you are composing shapes. Do you see these two squares? I'm going to think about what new two-dimensional shape I can make with those squares. If I push them together, I can make a rectangle. Now look at the three triangles here. What shape can I make with three triangles? Well, if I flip the middle triangle over and I push the three triangles together, that makes a trapezoid. All right, remember, we are putting together two-dimensional shapes to make a different two-dimensional shape. So I have a hexagon. And here are the other shapes that I have, a rhombus and two trapezoids. So I'm going to see if I can put these shapes over here together to make this hexagon. I'm going to start with this rhombus. I think I will move this rhombus to the bottom of my hexagon. If I look closely, it looks like it doesn't line up correctly on this side. Do you see what I'm saying? And if I look at the rest of my hexagon, it looks like this rhombus just won't fit at all. So I think I'll move my rhombus to the side. Now, I have two trapezoids left. So if I look at my first trapezoid, maybe I can move it to the bottom of my hexagon. Oh, that doesn't line up right, does it? But it looks like this side on top of my trapezoid and this side on top of my hexagon, those look like they're the same sizes. So what if I move this trapezoid to the top of my hexagon? Oh, that lines up correctly, doesn't it? Okay, so now I have this trapezoid left. I know I can't move this trapezoid to the bottom of the hexagon because that didn't work just a little bit ago. So let me look at this hexagon bottom. Well, the bottom looks like it's small, like the top of this trapezoid, doesn't it? So what if I flip my trapezoid over? Then, if I move this trapezoid to the bottom of my hexagon, it covers it. So I used two trapezoids to make a hexagon. All right, now it's your turn. This page is in your packet, and I would like you to do it on that page, please, because it'll be easier if you can cut out the shapes and move them around yourself. So you're going to cut out the shapes at the bottom of the page. You're going to move them around on top of this hexagon until you make this shape, and then you may paste your shapes.